you got to know when to buy NVIDIA stock. If you don't know the proper entry, you're gonna lose money. So make sure you listen to this video because I'm going over the outlook on NVIDIA, my strategy. I'm going to give you a trade that I literally placed in my Discord community for everyone, which we are making money on so far. And we need to talk about NVIDIA because this stock has made a lot of millionaires, but it's also going to be possible that a lot of people lose money if they're trading NVIDIA improperly because the volatility is high and there's a lot of opportunities right now. I'm not here to waste your time, so let's jump right into it. A lot of billionaires are selling NVIDIA right now. There's a lot of doubts out there. However, smart investors are picking the proper entry price and their dollar cost averaging into NVIDIA. Let me share with you some research right now. Personally, I believe that NVIDIA is a gift. Guys, it is a gift between $80 to $100 per share, which is why I'm selling puts for entry to get into NVIDIA at $100 or less. Guys, this stock is a steal at $100 or less. I'll explain to you why. First of all, I'm going to pull up some research right now. Guys, keep in mind, here's some facts based on history. I'm not just a guy that's looking at the market today. I'm looking and understanding the market on a bigger picture. I have a degree in this. I worked on Wall Street. I'm bringing to you what an actual pro trader, a pro option investor thinks about each and every single stock because I pick my entries very carefully. Because if you pick a good stock for the wrong price, you're not going to get a great return. The good news is NVIDIA is a long-term winning stock, guys. It's a long-term winning stock, which is likely to keep rising. So you guys are lucky because this stock has made many millionaires without even having to really do a lot of research. But now it's a very critical period because we've seen a big pullback. Now listen, keep in mind, regulators are always saying that they're going to break up a company. Part of the reason why NVIDIA fell post earnings is because the antitrust, subpoena, all this type of legal stuff, which I'm not an expert on, I'm not going to pretend to be an expert on, but look, the facts are straight. If you look at Microsoft, right, back, if you guys remember, if you've been trading for a while, and if not, just look at the history. If you look at Microsoft back in 99, all right, 1999, all right, they were saying we're going to break up the company. We've seen this over and over again, guys, but it typically doesn't happen. And even if it does happen, the companies are still going to figure out how to raise their stock value. Okay, the current price of NVIDIA, in my opinion, is very fair. So looking at short-term volatility, it's higher, meaning it's a great time to be selling options for income. That's how I've made a lot of my wealth, which is selling options for income. You actually don't need even the perfect entry on NVIDIA because by selling a put option, you literally get forced into an entry on NVIDIA lower than the current stock price. So I just want to show you guys on screen right now, NVIDIA $98 sell put for 9/20 expiration. Okay, you guys can see on the screen right here that back in September 4th, all right, this was like multiple days ago, I recommended selling a put option on NVIDIA. Why? Because NVIDIA has a lot of volatility. I am a little bit nervous to buy the stock right now, and for good reason, guys. All the people out there that are recommending NVIDIA over $120 per share, that was a mistake. Okay, I did not buy it pre-earnings. I even told the Discord community we're waiting after earnings. And by the way, let me not pretend to be a genius. It was 30% luck, 70%. I was internally uneasy about NVIDIA's earnings, and I thought that this stock is a little bit hot, okay? Because it's a little bit hot, I decided that I'm gonna wait until after earnings. So you can say it's 100% skill or, 30, 50% luck, whatever, however you mentally think about it. I personally made the decision that I am not buying NVIDIA stock until after earnings. After earnings, the stock ended up crashing, and then I still, guys, this is genius right here, all right? This will change your life, all right? Instead of buying NVIDIA stock post after it has fallen down, I said to myself, okay, I want even a better entry, all right? I want an even better entry than the current stock price. So what I ended up doing, and let me show you this right now. NVIDIA is at $102 per share. All right, I have several different positions. Yeah, I have some iron condors. I have some put credit spreads with part of my money. It's not a lot of money, but listen, NVIDIA has been hurting. Even though I've been very conservative, and I've saved myself a lot of money, guys, a lot of money, because I could have bought this stock. We take a look at the 1 month chart. A lot of people were hyped right here, 120. 128. I said, no. That's a little too high for me, all right? If you look at the year-to-date chart on NVIDIA, there's actually a triple top pattern, all right? It's very simple to understand. NVIDIA reached the high, then it had a pullback. Why? It had a pretty good pullback from 135 down to 118. It doesn't really matter the reason why. I can visually see simply on a chart without being a genius that the stock has resistance, all right? It is resisting going above 130, all right? It tested 130. It tested 130 again. We got a big big crash. So when I see NVIDIA stock going back to 127, that is a trap. That is a trap, guys, because a lot of people say, wow, NVIDIA is coming back up to the highs, it's going to keep going. No, I want you to resist herd behavior. All right. Part of the reason why I'm such a good investor and why I've had so many good results is because I'm not using logic all the time. I'm looking at emotional momentum. All right. I'm looking at social momentum. I'm using psychology. The market isn't a mathematical game, guys. It's a psychological game. You need to understand what other investors are thinking because there's something called herd behavior. Okay. One sheep gets startled. He starts running, then his friend next to him starts running the same way, and then all of a sudden you have like 80 to 100 sheep just going in one direction, and then they all fall off of a cliff or whatever, right? Something bad happens, they go to the wrong location, okay? That's called herd behavior. One person makes an action, and the rest of the people follow. Don't be doing that. Don't follow the herd. Think for yourself. Make the right decisions and you will make a ton of money. That's why I was successful, or so far I consider success, by the way. I measure myself against the market. I measure myself against the results of an index, QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, or I look at what other VWAP, right? Volume weighted prices that people are investing in, right? And I've done significantly better and I've generated a lot of alpha on NVIDIA because I did not buy it at high prices. You guys need to wait for a pullback. Now that we have a pullback, I'm very confident here because look, NVIDIA $98, we had a good support level, all right? It's very simple. You don't have to be a stock market expert to just read the charts. Just read the chart here, okay? You got to read the room. You got to know psychology here. I'm teaching you one of the most valuable lessons. If you appreciate it, please subscribe to this channel because I'm looking to make you guys a lot more money, consistent results, trading options and selling options for income. That's where I really strive. Look, NVIDIA at $98, it has had a strong support. It had a huge bounce. Okay, that's why I did not buy NVIDIA at these highs. And now I'm looking to buy NVIDIA at $100 or $98 because anything under 100 is an absolute gift and you shouldn't be buying the stock until you see that price, okay? You can start buying it right now, by the way, because $102 is close enough and this is a high quality long-term stock. So I really don't agree with all the bears out there, guys. I'm going to show you one more thing, but I first want to say that I don't agree with the bears, okay? Bears have predicted, this is going to be kind of funny, this is a little bit of a joke, but it's the truth. Bears, all the bears, okay? All the bears. I see some of the comments, oh, Henry doesn't know what he's talking about. Guys, I've been in this game for 10 years. I know what I'm talking about. I see funny comments saying, oh, how is he investing? The bear market is about to start. Listen, a bear market can start, but no one here is going to time it perfectly. Nobody. That's why, and I'm not even sure it's going to start, by the way. I'm a bull. I've been a bull. That's why I'm rich, because I'm a bull. I'm not a bear. Bears have predicted 17 of the last 3 crashes. Can't even say that properly. 17 of the last 3 crashes. You guys get that joke? 17 of the last 3 crashes. All right. That means that they have over predicted. So of course, you know, all these guys that sometimes hit, you have to look at their background. They're bears. So when they hit, sure, they hit, but they've been trying to hit for ages. So of course they're going to hit sometimes. I've never seen a bull perfectly predict a bear market. I've seen bears who've predicted 100 bear markets predict some bear markets. That happens sometimes, but I'm not playing that game, guys. I'm playing the game of consistency. How do I get up to $10, $15, or $20,000 per month consistently? I've hit those metrics a little bit of time ago, so I'm there. Now my job is to teach, educate, and show you guys how to do the same. All right, now look, bears, we've talked about them. Also, I just want to point out, I have not lost money in the last 7 years. My first 3 years were very difficult because, you know, I was a lot younger. I didn't have experience. I didn't work at Goldman Sachs yet. My first 3 years, I was following everybody else. I was doing herd behavior. I was looking at asset managers, hedge funds. I was looking at what they were doing and I was trying to mimic and copy and try to get similar results. That did not work because it's not about mimicking and copying others. It's about thinking for yourself. How do you get an advantage? Okay, so that's what it's all about. And my first 3 years were very difficult, guys, but the last 7 years, I got rich without getting lucky. Consistently, I've done it and I haven't really had any losing months. Even when I have a losing month, is due to the market pulling back. I'm not afraid of having a losing month or admitting that sometimes I have losing months because I'm measuring myself not against other people. I'm not looking to show off here. I could care less. I'm looking for results and I'm looking to beat the index. So if I can do that, that's fantastic. And there's a reason why my portfolio has scaled and I'm being very transparent. It's because I want to be authentic and transparent to what's working and what's not working as well. Sometimes I make mistakes. This iron condor right now, you guys can see on the screen, NVIDIA, iron condor. So far, I'm not in the best position. But let me show you right now what I think to be the best trade and how you should enter NVIDIA. Go to trade NVIDIA options. Doesn't matter what brokers that you're using, okay? That doesn't really matter at all. All right, go to sell, put. Now listen, there's going to be several different expirations. Here's what I recommend. If you have a bigger portfolio, maybe you have a portfolio that can sell multiple put options, you should diversify and sell multiple different expiration dates. So for me, I recommend it in my Discord community where everything I do, everything I buy, everything I sell, I put it there. It's the first link in the description if you're interested in learning more about that. I'm just going to tell you how I think about this, all right? Sell puts, I sold the $98 put here. I collected probably somewhere around $270. This was a few days ago, so I don't remember, but it doesn't really matter because today this trade is still valid. It's still valid today. It'll be valid tomorrow. It'll be valid up until 9:20. Why? Because selling options has worked in my research, in what I've seen at Goldman Sachs, what I've seen at a different hedge fund. If you guys want me to make a video, by the way, about my background, where I work, I was thinking about showing my badge at Goldman Sachs, which I've done on this channel before. I don't want to ramble on here, but if you want, I can make a video on that. I think it's really interesting. I've had lots of different perspectives that have actually helped me generate more money trading options because every single job I've had, it either showed me something about technical analysis, something about fundamental analysis, something about options and picking them better, or something about the general market, the general stock market, which has helped me make better decisions overall. It's all about making high quality decisions. I don't make every decision perfect. That is impossible. It's kind of like playing poker, okay? You can be very profitable playing poker by making the right decisions. But in the short term, you never truly know. You can lose a hand. The best poker player can lose a hand in the short term. Whereas if you look at chess, right? Kasparov or Magnus Carlsen, they're not gonna lose any chess game because there's like zero luck involved, right? They're just gonna crush it 100 out of 100 times. But with a poker player, there's some luck involved. And the same thing with the stock market, guys. In the short term, there is some luck involved. But in the long term, there is no luck involved, practically none. The luck factor goes from day trading, which is pure luck, to making income every single month and every single year. It goes down to basically zero luck. It's all strategy, all right? So looking at the 98 put, I would sell 98 put for September 20. Now, you can also go out until October 18. October 18, you can also sell let's take a look here. You can also go for 98 put. Now, why 98? You can also go for 97. Let me expand the option right here to give you a perspective, all right? The 97 put right here, it has a 33 delta, meaning that if you sell this put 33 out of 100 times or 33% of the time, right, you're gonna get a sign. That's a good thing because we wanna acquire shares of NVIDIA. We are NVIDIA bulls right here on this channel, okay? I'm an NVIDIA bull, all right? So you wanna acquire NVIDIA at a lower price than the current stock market value. Current stock market value is at $102. If I'm selling a put at 97, you guys already know that you get to acquire and buy shares. You'll get a sign at 97. So how do you lose? Guys, it's a win-win. It's a win-win. All right, if it stays above 97, good. You got the premium, everything's cool. You use that capital, that income that you got for whatever you like. Now, if it went down to below 97, that income is still yours. So if you bought some groceries with it or whatever you did with that money, you paid some rent, bought a new car, that's fine, that's cool. That money is yours. But now you do have to get 100 shares per option contract of NVIDIA at $97, which in my opinion would be a win. So it stays above 97, you win. If it goes below 97, you win, relatively speaking, okay? Relatively speaking, let me explain that. So if it goes below 97, you have to buy it at 97. So it could be at 90 and you would technically be down on the sell put. You would have to buy shares at 97, but it's at 90. But listen, everyone who had stock suffered more than you did. So I'm putting you in a winning situation. Now, this is what I consider a non-losing situation if you want NVIDIA anyways. So the benefit of selling options, I'm looking at my notes here. I know this stuff on the top of my head, but I just want to tell you some of the research, okay? It generates consistent income. Selling puts allows you to generate steady premium income every single month. Now, it does depend on volatility. So some months, on average, I think I collect 3 to 4% income. but some months it can be higher, some months it can be lower. Some of my strategy I'm using just SPY to keep things very simple. And if you're going to be selling puts on NVIDIA, you're going to collect more income because NVIDIA has more implied volatility, guys. So that's how it works there. You can lower your risk, by the way, and this strategy is safer than stocks. It's hilarious when people tell me options are risky. They can be risky. Driving in your car can be risky. It is risky. But option trading, if you want it to be, it can be safer than stocks. There's plenty of research, and it's very simple on how to make it safer than stocks by just selling options out of the money, specifically put options, which is probably, it's my top 3 strategy, okay? Got 3 strategies. Might make a video on that pretty soon. If you want, make sure you subscribe to see all this up-to-date option research and option strategies that I teach on this channel. All right, last thing but not least, selling put options gives you a lot of flexibility. Guys, you can buy back the put option if you don't want to get assigned. If you don't want to get assigned, you can buy back the put option and decide to either, maybe you want to buy it back completely, or maybe you want to buy it back and sell a different strike price. Nothing wrong with that. If you guys want more trades from me, up-to-date research, make sure you're subscribed. Hit that first link in the description to learn more about my 6-week bootcamp. And nonetheless, I'm going to keep making videos so you guys can get wealthier, smarter, and make more money in the stock market. So I'll see you guys in the next video.